Dubois County Wisdom Day is coming up October 24th, but you'll need to register early. Hello and welcome to WJTS in.form. Joining me in the studio are Clara Fromme and Margaret Buechler. Some of you may know them from years past as they were your teachers. Okay. But now you ladies are involved in the Dubois County Wisdom Day, which is put on by the Catholic Diocese of Evansville. Is that correct? Okay,
yes.
Now, I guess first of all, what is Dubois County Wisdom Day?
Well, it's a day to honor senior citizens, or those of us that are aging, and it's to keep us alive in our faith and show us what's out there. The bishop comes. We have speakers that are represent what everybody's thinking about today for senior citizens, and it's a very nice, fun day. You can win prizes, talk to our friends, and it's well received. It's been well attended.
Who do you hope shows up? Is it just for seniors, or can a 18-year-old show up, a 30-year-old, or is it just those 55 and older?
We don't send anybody away, but
Okay.
But most 18-year-olds would be at school.
Yeah, they should be.
should be.
Okay.
Right. It is, we say 55 and older, 50 and older, something like that.
Yeah.
And it's put on by the Diocese of Evansville, so that gives the impression that it's for Catholics only, but it's not. We welcome anyone of any faith.
And really, you just come and enjoy a day of camaraderie and fellowship.
Yes.
And
And
learning.
sharing of your wisdom. That would be
Yes.
the wisdom part, maybe. Let's go through the who, what, when, where, why. The first of all, the deadline for registration. You would like people to register, but they don't have to. You still, just because you don't register doesn't mean you can't show up. But how does registration work, and what is the deadline?
There's a list of, each parish has a representative that will take registration, and you can call them. They're listed in the paper, and many of you, the people know that come yearly, who they are. And they,
bulletins
in
as
the
well.
bulletins, yes, that's
So
in the
this Sunday,
bulletins.
look
Yeah.
for your bulletin and check
yeah,
for
yeah.
a name there. Okay.
Exactly.
And if you wouldn't have this, you can call, we'll say this a few times, Shirley Weidenbenner at 812-631-1589, and she's the overall chairman that takes care of who's coming.
And we want to point out that it's non-denominational, so
It's
you don't have to be Catholic. It's
non-denominational.
for everybody.
Yes,
It's non-denominational, yes.
Yes, yeah.
And the reason we need registrations is for the meal. It's all free. The whole day is free.
Really?
We
Okay.
do a free will donation, but I'm sure what we collect does not meet.
Begin to cover.
Sure.
Yes,
Yes.
and we do have financial sponsors. Mrs. Pat Cook is one of our major sponsors, I would say, and she's our MC for the day. But Sanders is catering the meal. It's pork sausage and scalloped potatoes and all the trimmings, so we do like a count for the lunch.
That sounds really good. But more than anything, you're getting together and you're praying together and you're fellowshipping together. Let's kind of run down. Well, we mentioned that you need to register, but you need to register by the 10th
of October,
So
yes.
Monday the 10th, you need to be registered by
Yes,
then.
exactly, which is just in a day or two.
And that's because they need to know for meals.
Exactly.
Yes.
But if you don't stay away, still plan
Yes,
on coming, which is
yes.
October 24th.
Fourth,
is the
yes.
event itself.
Yeah.
Okay. How will the day run? What's kind of the itinerary for the day?
Well, from 8 to 9, we have registration and hospitality. Some people just love to get their places. Some of them are there at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
So they get a good table. And the master of ceremonies is Mrs. Pat Cook. She gives the welcome and introduction. Father Ray Brenner will give the opening prayer, the Pledge of Allegiance, and there will be a speaker on senior fraud this year. Then
we have the talk by Bishop Charles Thompson, and he's very good. I know he'll talk about the Holy Year of Mercy. I know that he will have a question and answer session after his talk, and he's a very busy man, so he gets there right on time and has to leave before lunch, but he's very personable and is always willing to interact with the attendees.
Then there will be a break in gift drawings. We have lots and lots of gift drawings, almost, seems like almost all day.
Okay, well, that's a good thing.
And everybody likes that. And then after this time, Bernie Hakey, Bernadette is her real name, will be there talking about Will You Be a Friend? It's American Senior Communities, and it's going to be skilled home care versus long-term care. And so it will be an informative. We're all getting in our elderly years, and so it will be an informative, informational speech for all these people.
And then Delana Johanneman will speak on Home Instead Senior Care. She's from Home Instead Senior Care, and she will talk about home attendant care. So this is about the continuum of care that people can expect as they age.
And then the good news is there's another break in gift giving.
Yes, definitely. And then 11:30 we have a prayer before our meal, and then we have a meal, which is always delicious and done by Sander Catering, wonderful. And then we go into the afternoon. They have about an hour for relaxation and talking to everybody around you.
Okay.
And that's when the free will offering is taken, is while we're having the meal. And then our entertainment, we have twin sisters, identical twins, Peggy Meyer and Patty Summersheim, who grew up in the Holy Family area. And these two gals are quite entertaining, I understand. I don't know them, but I know we're in for a treat as they sing Frank Sinatra songs.
And since we've been sitting around since 8 o'clock in the morning, at 1 o'clock to about 1:20, we have exercises.
That's a good idea.
And so you don't fall asleep
That's
after
right.
you ate.
That's right.
And then we go back to another break and the gift drawings again.
Wow.
They love all the gifts.
Apparently all day long.
Yeah.
And then there's going to be another
Another speaker. We have Jeff Riker, Via Quest Home Health is his organization, and he's an enthusiologist. I think it might be a word that he made up to describe himself, but it should be quite entertaining. After lunch, we always like to have, we've gotten up, we've done the exercise, we've won gifts, now it's time to laugh. So I think that's what we'll do with Jeff Riker.
Mm-hmm. And then for about 10 minutes before the day closes, Sharon Burns from the Director of Catholic Charities and Office of Hispanic Ministry from the Diocese of Evansville gives a little talk, and they always make their points about what they do for the people in these ministries. And then we have a closing prayer about 2:25, 2:30, and we go home.
So it's really kind of an early afternoon. So
Yes.
It goes from morning to early afternoon.
Exactly.
This is put together by a group of people, I'm sure. Who is on the volunteer committee?
Well, there are 55 altogether.
Okay.
And
Let's not go through all the names.
no, I do want to point out, though, that Teresa Hope has been our chairperson for several years now, and she does a remarkable job along with Dominic Ferrone from the Diocese of Evansville. And they are on the phone for months, starting in March, I think. They're just on the phone to organize everything, and they're both wonderful. And then thanks to Lina Beckman, who is responsible for getting the information out into the papers, and to Janice Betts, who really didn't sign on to do this, but she's our parish secretary. Both Margaret and I attend St. Isidore, St. Celestine, and St. Raphael, and Janice is our parish secretary. And just this morning again, I said, Janice, can you do us one more favor that's not in your job description? So she's responsible for everything getting into the bulletins. We appreciate that so much. And Shirley Hurst is our gal who does the exercise, and Vicki Welp collects the gifts. We are just blessed with so many great volunteers.
What is the theme for the Dubois County Wisdom Day?
Well, our theme is with the Holy Year of Mercy. We're doing the Holy Doors, framing photographs of churches all over the world that have the holy doors. And so we'll have table decor that way. And Margaret has been busy crocheting little prayer shawls, tiny little prayer shawls, and we'll put some prayers on there that everybody gets a favor to take home.
Wow, that is really neat. So it's coming up, October 24th is the Dubois County Wisdom Day. However, you would like registrations by October 10th, this coming Monday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And so if you don't know, look in your church bulletin, or once again, they can contact,
Shirley,
Shirley Weidenbender.
and her number is,
right here.
812-631-1589. One thing I did forget to say, when the doors open at 8, there's a breakfast. It has bars and fruits on it when they come in. So there's a little breakfast that they...
so you're getting breakfast and lunch.
Exactly,
Yeah, no,
exactly.
Sounds like a great deal. Sounds like a really nice event for Mostly for seniors, but anyone is involved. But definitely if you're a senior, you will want to attend.
Exactly, exactly.
Anything you ladies would like to add?
Just thank you for letting us present our cause. And thanks to everyone who has helped put this on and everyone who will attend, because without them, there'd be no reason for it.
It doesn't happen if there's not a lot of volunteers that do many, many hours to get there, to the point that it's to get it ready.
Exactly. So, Dubois County Wisdom Day, October 24th at the Huntingburg Event Center, put on by the Catholic Diocese of Evansville. These ladies have been joining us. We want to thank Clara Fromme and Margaret Buechler, who are on the committee who puts on the Dubois County Wisdom Day. They would like you to register by October 10th. And remember, you can look in the bulletin or call the number that they gave to make sure that you get registered. If for some reason you don't register, still feel free to attend. They just want to get a number for a head count. And it's free. Ladies, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you for watching WJTS in.form. We are local people watching local people.